Unlike most others, the crowds that customarily line the National Mall were absent, a reminder that our nation is still in the throes of a deadly pandemic. The presence of thousands of National Guardsmen, police, and Secret Service was a reminder that 2 weeks ago in this very room and on those very steps where President Biden took the oath, a mob of violent criminals tried to dismantle our democracy, our sacred democracy, brick by brick, and would try again if they could. But, as President Biden said a few hours ago, today democracy has prevailed. The will of the people was heeded. The peaceful transfer of power fulfilled. It takes a lot more than a band of hooligans to bring our grand democracy down. Let it be a message to our friends and adversaries around the world that our democracy, though it has been tried and been tested, shall long endure. And let it be a message to those terrorists who desecrated this temple of democracy that they will never prevail. Joe Biden is now the 46th President of the United States. Kamala Harris is now the 49th Vice President of the United States. But of course, in more ways than one, she is not the...
Okay. This is boring as fuck, but I gotta run at top of the hour every hour, 6-second ad break, and I'm gonna go up and stretch a little bit too. And then after that, we're gonna do a little bit more hog watch and see what the fuck the media is saying about all this shit. Okay, but here's the 60-second ad right now. Where it is. What up? Will the gaming proportion of today's stream be soon? Hitman 3 is waiting us on? Yes. I know. I will be playing. I downloaded it. If I'm able to get into the servers, it appears that there's some problems with that. I will be playing Hitman.
That our responsibilities are numerous. And two, it will take unity. Unity of spirit, unity of purpose to fulfill them. President Biden, we heard you loud and clear. We have a lengthy agenda, and we need to get it done together. President Biden pointed the way to our nation's recovery and renewal. He reminded us of who we are.
This is what it is for Ben.
But we must now turn the spirit of his words into action.
We're back.
The Senate must immediately set to work on the mission President Biden described, restoring the greatness and goodness of America. This will be an exceptionally busy and consequential period for the United States Senate. There is much to do, and we are ready to get to work. Now, not to upstage our new president and vice president, but theirs has not been the only swearing in today. A few moments ago, the Senate welcomed 3 new members to this chamber. I can now happily and proudly call them Senator Padilla, Senator Ossoff, Senator Warnock. They join Senators Kelly, Hickenlooper, and Lujan as part of a 6-member class of Democratic senators and a new Democratic Senate majority. I mentioned the historic nature of Vice President Harris's ascendance, but let's not forget that her successor, Alex Padilla, is the first Latino senator to represent California. That Raphael Warnock, born while Georgia was represented in this chamber by 2 staunch segregationists, is now the first African-American senator Georgia has ever elected. And that John Ossoff is the first Jewish senator from his state, sworn in today on a book of Hebrew scripture once owned by the rabbi who decades ago formed a bond between the Jewish and African-American communities of Georgia. As President Biden said in his inaugural address, "Don't tell me things can't change." With the swearing in of these 3 senators, the Senate will turn to Democratic control, for which I deeply thank my colleagues. Will turn to Democratic control under the first New York-born majority leader in American history, a kid from Brooklyn, the son of an exterminator and a housewife, a descendant of victims of the Holocaust. That I should be the leader of this new Senate majority is an awesome responsibility. Awesome in the biblical sense.
That New York line is going to fucking bury Democrats all around the country.
Before God.
Just wait.
Today, I feel
that's part of the reason what, like, Mitch McConnell has always been able to appeal to, like, heartland America, despite the fact that he's an elitist himself and a dipshit, by saying, I'm the only one from Kentucky in a position of power from the real America.
And with joy. And as the majority changes in the Senate will do business differently.
Not that there's anything wrong with being born in fucking Brooklyn and being a majority leader.
Without delay.
And fuck anyone who does say that.
Solutions, but with boldness and with courage. The Senate will tackle the perils of the moment, a once-in-a-generation health and economic crisis, and it will strive to make progress on generations-long struggle for racial justice, economic justice, equality of opportunity, and equality under the law. And make no mistake, the Senate will forcefully, consistently, and urgently address the greatest threat to this country and to our planet, climate change. This Senate will legislate. It will be active, responsive, energetic, and bold.
Don't be a tease. Thank you for the 50 gifted.
When and where we can, the Democratic majority will strive to make this important work bipartisan. The Senate works best when we work together. We have no choice. The challenges we face are great. The divisions in the country are real. We have no choice but to try to work together every day to reward the faith the American people have placed in us. So let us begin.
Let's not forget the last presidential
I yield the floor.
Canada closed in 1997.
Guys, they gotta do procedural shit. Like, they're not gonna be like, all right, it's time.
Hello, Dad.
Oh, let's see what this bitch has to say.
Mr. President, today, before the American people and the world, the peaceful transfer of power that has helped define our nation for more than 230 years was carried out. We swore in the 46th president and the 49th vice president
Loser POV.
of the United States. President Biden and Vice President Harris are both alumni of the U.S. Senate. They're well known to us in this chamber. They begin their terms with both challenges and opportunities before them, and with the prayers of our whole nation at their backs. President Biden made unity the major theme of his inaugural address. He pledged to be a president for all Americans, to work as hard for the many millions of Americans who did not support his candidacy as he will for the millions who did. So I congratulate my friend from Delaware, look forward to working with him as our new president wherever possible. Our country deserves for both sides, both parties, to find common ground for the common good everywhere that we can and disagree respectfully where we must. Last fall, the American people chose to elect a narrowly divided House of Representatives, a 50-50 Senate, and a president who promised unity. The people intentionally entrusted both political parties with significant power to shape our nation's direction. May we work together to honor that trust. Earlier today, I was honored to present our former colleague, Vice President Harris, with a flag that flew over her historic swearing-in as our nation's first woman vice president. This groundbreaking achievement elicits national pride that transcends politics. All citizens can applaud the fact that this new three-word phrase, Madam Vice President, is now a part of our
17
American
months, Hasanabi.
lexicon. So once again, our sincere congratulations to our former colleague from California on this day. I also join my colleagues in warmly
Rolling for Bernie
welcoming
Fish.
our three
Hassel. Thank you for
newest
all you do,
senators,
Has.
Senator
Here's to
Padilla
better days.
of California, Senators Ossoff and Warnock of Georgia, have been sent to this chamber by their home states to represent their neighbors and to serve our nation. We have plenty of Senate business to discuss at length in the days ahead, but for now, I just want to congratulate each of our new colleagues. I look forward to working alongside them.
Under the previous order, the leadership time is reserved. And under the previous order, the Senate will be in a period of morning business, with senators permitted to speak therein for up to 10 minutes each.
Mr. President,
Senator Bravo.
2 minutes to speak, please,
Oh,
for two
Is
purposes.
recognized.
One, to congratulate my friend Patrick Leahy for once again assuming the position of President Pro Tem
2 years
after 6 years of absence.
I'm not
I
big
believe.
into the whole like, oh my God, they're all old white men, but god damn, they are literally all old white men, dude. They're so fucking antiquated.
Chuck Schumer and the new Senate Minority Leader.
Like they are literally just ancient, dude. They are. The entire body of the Senate could be repurposed to fucking make fuel. Like they are literally all fossils.
During the inauguration. Now, both houses of Congress are now officially in
Dinosaur
control
motherfuckers,
of the
dude.
Democratic Party, along with the White House. So, where does that leave Republicans? For more,
How are you gonna get these retirement home Andes to like actually put forward comprehensive legislation that will truly address the 21st century demands that the public have in regards to, I don't know, antitrust laws that revolve around monopolistic internet enterprises? Like, how is that guy gonna know? Amazon, you mean the forest? The forest where the trees are? Like, this motherfucker doesn't know any of that shit, dude. I mean, Bernie's old as hell and he gets it. Bernie is like one person that does not fucking, that deviates from the norm. There's like a couple of people that are a little bit more
What do
with
you
it.
think about the
And
new
even
world
then,
order with
it's
the
not
focus on a
Bernie's
central
knowledge of the
government
internet
for
that
the
helps him.
I find it
It's the
ironic
fact that he
this
has
is playing out
empathy and has
according to
been,
the Bible nearing
he
us
comes
closer
across
to
as
the end of the
progressive
world.
because of his worldview, because of his position, his consistent position. That's the only reason why he looks like he is living in the fucking future. Okay?
and so, what do you think the GOP can do to try to make up for that?
He's
You
a
know,
fossil
it
too,
sounds like
though.
you put a lot of blame on the right for that, particularly because of the messages that came from President Trump. He's out of office now, so what do those Republicans that are still in office do to try to fix this?
I think they're going to have a tough time. I think you're going to have some that have, sort of stood up. They're not going to have as tough a time, but I do think you're going to see primary opponents for some of these even today. And you have individuals already, and I think you probably know this, that are running on election integrity and stop the steal messaging. They're not saying that specifically, but they're running on the same things. And again, I'm just after seeing what happened today, after seeing what happened to our inauguration, I would hope that these individuals have the guts, the intestinal fortitude to tell constituents that the stuff that they've been believing for years is false. It is false. But I have a feeling that there's still going to be sort of this sort of scared little walk, or them not quite wanting to come out to say that QAnon or the conspiracy theories or Stop the Steal or Kraken or white vans or Dominion or NSA or this conspiracy theory nonsense is absolute tripe. And I'm hoping that we can do this. I think you're going to see some Republicans leave the party, and I think you're going to see some real issues with a massive part of the constituency that still believes this. And by the way, I've been getting private text messages and messages on Facebook that are not good. It's not the happiness you would expect.
And you say that Democrats also need to avoid hyperbole and misinformation right now. Do you think Democrats could overplay their hand?
You know, I've been thinking about this. You know, there were 25,000 guardsmen there today at the Capitol, and I think 12 of them were removed for, you know, ties to either white supremacist groups or other types of groups. And you had individuals I saw on air saying, "Oh my goodness, you know, they're full of white supremacists," or sort of this hyperbole. Here's my biggest fear, and this is somebody who's done misinformation, things like that, is painting everybody with the same brush. Just like you saw what QAnon did, or painting Democrats with the dehumanizing language, or this anti-Semitic tripe, right? On the other side, we got to make sure that, you know, as we come out of this, that we're looking at policy and ideas, and we got to bring these people back. I'd like to. I know some people will say this, you go, Denver, they did awful things. Yes, some of them did, but there's a lot of Trump voters out there that either didn't understand, you know, or maybe, you know, it's my own family, and I guess that's why I don't want to go too far in trying to paint people with a broad brush, because I've lost family and friends over this. And it's still happening today. By the way, today I'm getting texts and messages today that says that, you know what, we're done. We're fighting this no matter what. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't do that. And that's the kind of things that we have to be very careful of. And it's been an interesting day.
Well, and so to that point, you know, President Trump is out of office. Former President Trump, excuse me, is out of office, but he still holds a lot of power in the Republican Party, as you're pointing out. You know, there was some reporting that he's even considering starting his own party. Where do you see the Trump and the Republican Party going from here, either together or apart?
Money is message. And if they have the money, they're going to be able to message us. And looking at the banners they're putting out there now called Save America, you know where this is going. And just because you see some people running from QAnon into the woods right now, a lot of the grifters, like the Ron Watkins, the incels, all these sort of ridiculous players from Powell to Giuliani to all of them, you're going to see a competitive grift. And I've been telling people that these conspiracy theories aren't going to go away. And if you have a competitive grift, if you have people that are competing for these individuals, or white nationalist groups mining these QAnon chat forums for disaffected people, this isn't going away. And I want to be happy.
He's right.
And trust me, I want to be happy and smiling. Look at America. We are a great country, but we have a problem, and it's a cancer. And this virus, this social contagion, has spread. And to say it's just going to go away overnight is problematic. And my job is to fight it. And, you know, I started a new company doing it. And, you know, I'm a chief strategist for the Network Contagion Research Institute. So my job, I feel like, after identifying this months and months ago, is really the only congressman to speak on the floor about it. I think my job now is to go after that disinformation. So I hope everybody's happy, and I'm glad about that. But I got a job to do, and so do my colleagues in trying to stop this nonsense.
Well, and
Okay. Here is President Biden signing executive orders and other presidential actions. Apparently, he talked about the letter that...
Oh, this is going to be the first of many engagements we're going to have in here. And I thought...
The letter that he...
dies down.
The letter that Donald Trump sent them.
With the state of the nation today, there's no time to waste. Get to work immediately. As we've indicated earlier, we're going to be signing a number of executive orders over the next several days to week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start today.
I did wake up early as a motherfucker after going to sleep at like 1 last night and streamed for the past 6 hours. Yeah, that's your streamer, bitch. Put some respect on my name.
The compounding crisis of COVID, COVID-19, along with the
And yes, they have
crisis
sanitized the entire White House.
Crisis, racial equity issues, and, you know, some of the executive actions I'm going to be signing today are going to help change the course of the COVID crisis. We're going to combat climate change in a way that we haven't done so far, and advance racial equity and support other underserved communities. We're going to rebuild our economy as well. And these are just all starting points. We're going to, in the process of rebuilding the economy, do what I said throughout the campaign and while running rebuild the backbone of the country, middle class. And so there's going to be a lot of focus on that, and I think some of the things we're going to be doing are going to be bold and vital, and there's no time to start like today. So what I'm going to be doing,
Folks, you might not recognize it, but those pens are devastating. Do you want to know why? Because pen is mightier than the sword. Why? Because he, and you might not know this, but the documentation that he has in front of him, he's about to sign the Order 66 to implement a Maoist revolution.
3.
Yeah. Once he signs that, socialism is imminent.
Proud of today's executive actions. I'm going to start by keeping the promises I made to the American people. Long way to go. These are just executive actions. They are important, but we're going to need legislation for a lot of the things we're going to do. And the first order I'm going to be signing here relates to COVID, and it's requiring, as I said all along, where I have authority, mandating masks be worn, social distancing be kept on federal property, on interstate commerce, etc. So this is the first one I'm signing. And the second one I'm signing here is the support for underserved communities, and we're going to make sure we have some bedrock.
Macy's, didn't you say he signed? Didn't you say he talked about the letter?
Equity, equality as relates to how we treat people and healthcare and other things.
Folks, he's signing the George Orwell law. He's signing the 1987 George Orwell Animal Crossing law, folks. The law that dictates if you're a conservative on social media, you get banned. 1986 George Orwell.
One full year with my favorite streamer Hassel.
And we'll give you copies of these executive orders. And the third one I'm going to sign, and that's what I'm going to do while you're all here.
He's not showing it. He's not showing it to us. And that's because he doesn't want you to know. He's not showing what's in those documents, Mr. President. You better show us what the fuck is in them documents. We want to see. The people have a right to know.
I am Pepega.
The commitment I made that we're going to rejoin the Paris Climate Accord as of today. Thank you.
Mr. President, what did President Trump write to you?
You guys, let's go. Please, let's go.
The President
Come on, you guys.
wrote a very generous letter. It's because it was private, I will not talk about it until I talk to him, but it was generous.
Okay, guys, let's go.
The fuck? What does that even mean? A generous letter?
Trump
What?
is out and Biden is in.
Give us more, goddammit. We need to know.
Here 46.
Come on, you guys, let's go.
But anything is better than that 45 creeper.
They're not gonna bushify Trump.
The
No.
best day to be on a 4 month.
Not yet, anyway. They will when there's like an even worse fucking literal fascist in power. What do you think Trump added to the Book of Secrets? I don't know. Trump took a shit and arranged it to spell his name. Maybe he wrote it on his last takeout napkin before leaving office. I fucking doubt that Donald Trump wrote something. Like, there's no way. It was probably an 8 or something.
Comrades, I am no longer unemployed. Will be a Teamster Union man now. Feels strong man. Up the RA and has L in chat.
Do you think the fascists you fear so much that would take... Who do you think the fascists you fear so much would take power?
Fellow
I don't know.
Pepegas
In
rise
some
up.
ways, I think that you need to be a fucking moron and delusional and narcissistic to have the same kind of authentic television presence that Donald
Last
Trump
4
has that
months
appeals
been
to
weird,
these
but shit
hogs,
can't
right?
complain, I'm still here.
And if you are that kind of a hog... Wait, there's a new Jordan Klepper. If you are that kind of a hog, then it's kind of hard for you to be smart enough that you can be that you can implement like a genuine fascist administration. Like you can push for a genuine fascist administration. It's like Like a double-edged sword. Like, you need to be stupid. What is this? They let it get so big, 890 militia
Double-edged
groups
sword
were
AMK.
identified. And they just removed about 3,400 pages, 19,500 groups, 120 events, 25,300 profiles, and 7,500 Instagram accounts. They removed about 3,300 QAnon pages, 10,500 groups, 510 events, 18,300 profiles, and 27,300 Instagram accounts. Torn between they
Trump
let
is
it get
out
so
and
big, and at
Biden's in.
least they're telling us
Mega
how
chubs
big
be
they let
raped
it
and let's
get.
suck the coke pen. Here 46 is coming, it's in
There's
our
no
burial
way that's
season.
the full
Ain't
extent of
got
it.
my vaccine yet, but still COVID freezing. Let's kick back this bout to be sleeper. But anything is better than that 45 creeper.
This is George Orwin.
Thanks for the wonderful
You
content.
be president with a
Sad.
fascist chief of staff or a fascist president around fascist people around the president? Liberals are having a normal one, so let's watch that.
Like, yes.
Wait, is this actually? No, never mind. This is not real. This is not from right now. This is not. There's no way. There's no way this is from right now. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Yes.
No. This is not from right now. There's no way. There's no way that this is like a legitimate reaction that someone had, JVN had,
Jordan Klepper should be called Jordan
to
Klepper.
like Donald Trump no longer being in office. Dude, stop linking that. That one, it's not that funny. Pathetic pro-Trump protests across the country. Yeah, there's a lot of low energy protests. Stop the steal, Joe Biden, liar,
to make
thief.
a soccer account. Please, I need help getting my Twitch account back.
Oh, I saw this one
Can
into
you talk to your people so they can help me?
at the state capitol in Sacramento. A lone transporter. Wait, what? Tom Pecker, I was able to make a sock account. Please
In
help.
the
I need to
White
get
House
my
with
Twitch
Chat's
account
mom.
back.
We're getting it on. Oh Lord, I'm gonna do it. Sorry, chat.
It's on their Insta right now. JVN actually fucking posted that, like, about this. He's literally gay. It's a fair reaction, lol. It's actually getting his human rights back.
We all know that Trump added fat dumpy pics to the Oval Office. Arjan, you must find the dumpy pics.
At least say they're non-binary or something, man. And even then, like, okay, I'm about to say some shit. I'm about to say some shit that's gonna piss off normies in my audience, so I'm just holding it back. Okay, I'm holding it in. All I'm gonna say is I think JVN's liberties were not unrolled all too much. Okay? In this past administration. And it won't be in this one either. I think they're gonna be all right. Say it. What the fuck is the point of? plenty of radical gays in here right now that I'm sure would maintain that position as well. You forgot to consider the dang Cheeto.
Thank you for all the work you do.
Low stakes take? I mean, Donald Trump supporters having a mental breakdown. Is this the same one? Oh yeah, we already saw this.
Arjan, where did you
It's
get
so
that
good.
skull
It's
shirt
so
you
good.
are
It's
wearing?
so fucking
It is
good.
sick nasty, and I would love to support the creator. Hassle.
I just got into it with a mod of an ACAB group on Facebook. I was called a white supremacist and muted for daring to point out that Kamala's a huge fucking transphobe and swerve. I guess it ain't racism. No one fucking, if it ain't racism, no one fucking cares. Fucking Neil lives as a trans MB person. That sucks to hear. Yeah. Wait, they defend an ACAB group defended Kamala Harris? What the fuck? You're being very straight right now? Really?
One reason why these people are delusional is because of misinformation like Mr. Obvious on YouTube.
I don't know. You say so. Imagine being this straight. Please. I would like to hear from the radical LGBT community about how JVN personally was genuinely oppressed under the Trump administration. And also, stop misgendering them. Their preferred pronouns are they, them. Ooh, prediction from the prophets. Nice. That's why I specified, at least like you say from a non-binary POV, there is like a there is a better argument to be made. But if they were cis, like, you know, the cis white gays were, some of them were they had liberties enough to even be Trump supporters, if you will.
As a fellow trans person, I love and respect all my NBs.
Oh, if their preferred pronouns are they, he, she, so I think any are fine. Never mind. You don't have to use just they then. I apologize.
I'm a black gay guy and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life only changed a little bit and it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump though.
Argues dishonest transphobic, refuses to respect the trans person pronouns. Well, I mean, they were unintentionally respecting their pronouns. If he prefers he, she, they, like there's no, if it's all out, then that's fine. You can say he or she or they when referencing someone who doesn't have like a personal preference towards one pronoun. So they were right. They might not have known it, but they are still right. Anyway,
Yo,
let's
Arjan,
continue.
I got my vaccine and just so everyone knows, it just made me tired and hungry. No headache and my arm didn't hurt until this morning. Get your vaccine, everyone, please. I miss my friends.
Wow, you completely pissed me off. On his last day, he signed some anti-gay executive orders. The only real reason why Trump couldn't roll back many rights is because Democrat liberal judges, but Trump has replaced almost half of them. Shame on you. Bad take. Okay. You're right. I'm wrong.
And while the climate around
Consider
Trump
me
supporters
shamed,
and what Trump might
my
do
good
has been
sir or
scary, I
ma'am.
wouldn't say that Trump directly oppressed me all that much.
You shamed me. It did actually happen. No one blames you for not knowing. No, I'm aware. The symbolic executive orders on the last day that are immediately going to get reversed. I don't know. I think it's just a lot. I think that that level of emotion is just a lot. Okay? That's how I feel about it. Hasanabi was a conservative homophobe all along. Oh, yeah. Someone made Rust fan art of you? Wait, really? Oh, that's awesome. Let's take a look. The Pecker Squad? These Rust streams have been so much fun to watch. Thanks for the squad. Hank Pecker, rightful mayor of Rustopia. Data, the team has nothing to do with pigs. Darn these scientists. Sylvana's #1 sweat lord shoulders her from carrying the whole team. Nicest tour guide in town. She protect, but also she attack. Afa, chaotic son. Got any tech trash? Needs supervision 24/7. Will PvP anyone? Home wrecker, pilot of the group. Uncle who shows up late at family gatherings. Uncle Canute, Norway. Will steal things. Inventory organization not found. Eugene, Grandpa Eugene, reformed ex-policeman will protect the fam. This is beautiful.
7 months, Pogu.
Someone who is able to have that much enthusiasm for Joe's benefits from enough privilege to never have been legitimately worried during Trump's presidency. The NB queer POV lol. Well, you said what I've been... you said what I failed to say.
13 months, Bog
In less words. He was reacting to Gaga, not to the election, you hetero. That actually makes more sense. Oh, that literally makes more sense. I would understand that. That's why I said this can't be exclusively, this can't be about like the inauguration. That literally makes sense. That's why I said there's no way this is about the inauguration. Like, that's way too much.
Can't be fired for being trans, so even though Trump tried to hurt the LGBTQ legally, he didn't succeed very well. However, the amount of hate from Trumpers has made
Good job. This topic. It's impossible to have a nuanced conversation about LGBT topics on Twitch. It's not true.
Bill Dipperly.
He's talking about the inauguration. Watch the story. It's still up. Okay, I'm done. It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Okay, let's go.
Prophet has said that Donald Trump is going to win.
God spoke to me. All right, what's going to happen in 2020? I think President Trump is going to be reelected handily. I think he will win the election without any question.
Donald Trump is going to win this election, and it's going to be a red tsunami. And yeah, we're going to take the House. And I know it's...
I wonder if they'll show radical evangelical televangelist pastor Timothy Poole in this compy. Because, you know, he himself also had the red tsunami take.
Topsy-turvy in the Senate, but I'm telling you, we're going to take the Senate as well.
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that President Trump will have a second term.
I am speaking from the future.
Yes, you are.
This moment.
Right this moment.
And I am going to proclaim that President...
Dude, watching these sick freaks really makes me appreciate... Watching these sick freaks really makes me appreciate the incredible work Seer and Will put into their characters. because they sound exactly like these people. Like fucking bargain bin Billy Ray Cyrus over here. They sound literally the same when they're doing the blood God. The blood God speaks through me. Now you don't understand. Oh, like, it is straight up damn near identical to what these guys, the way that they're speaking.
President Trump will be president of the United States.
Like, that sounds like fucking Sear, dude. That literally sounds like Sear. Look at that.
And I am going to proclaim that President Trump will be president of the United States.
Hallelujah.
In Jesus' name.
I agree
I
with
am
that.
going to proclaim that the Republicans will take the Senate and the House.
I'm telling you that President Trump is going to triumph in.
My favorite kind of pastor is like the pastor who's trying to be sexy. Like, trying to be sexy pastors are my favorite, dude. They are my actual fucking favorite. Like youth pastor or hippie pastor or hipster pastors. They're so good.
Stay cute, chat.
...2020. God is going to shake this nation. The Lord brought that man to office for a purpose and a plan. He was set there by God's divine hand. He will not be removed.
And I believe, as those prophets have said, and the Holy Spirit has revealed to me too, I believe, that Donald Trump is going to be reelected president in the United States, and he'll be reelected, I believe, in a landslide.
No matter what the politics say, no matter what's going on, we believe that this president shall be reelected. I prophesied that to you some years back in 2020.
The POTUS shield. Dude, these guys have so much fucking money. Look at these TV studios, man. Like, that shit ain't fucking cheap, dude. That's not cheap. You got like a TV monitor wall behind you and shit. Like, that's... wild.
I'd show you who's going to win the election.
Yes, he is.
If believers, and I know it's always if believers pray.
Right. But he showed me 3 times in a dream, and I showed this first time. There's a clip that was made here. I dreamed that Donald Trump got reelected. There's no guessing games. He is the one that God's going to put his hands on.
I think he's going to win again by landslide. Some kind of landslide. It could be an electoral landslide, but it's going to be a landslide.
Wait, Jordan Klepper at the Capitol Part 2? Or is this the same one we watched already? More sedition?
DC, it's an exciting day. Almost half the adults in our country are asking for a do-over. USA! 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 I suppose if you bought all of these flags and all of these garments, you gotta do something like this. I mean, they've been prepping for this at least sartorially for years. Tell me about your what's on your back.
Q flag.
Q flag. QAnon.
One of those girls.
I missed, first of all, cuties, with a Q. Secondly, God, why do I say things out loud like that? Okay, secondly, I lost my QAnon flag. I can't find it. I wanted to put it up. I wanted to put it up on my,
One of the reasons why Trump won 2016 presidency was because of social media. He had content, and that was an opportunity they would never miss. If it wasn't,
I wanted to put it up my
he would
QAnon
have won
flag behind
2020 as well.
on my podcast, but I can't find it. I seem to have misplaced it.
Crazy people.
You're one of those.
Q is somebody who just helped wake us up.
Makes you ask questions.
Yeah.
It makes you ask questions. It makes all of us ask questions. It's like, why would people believe in this conspiracy that a 12-year-old in a basement put on the internet and now it's affecting our country?
People can think whatever.
Joseph Biden and Kamala, your buddy Kamala Harris, are not legitimate. You know what I
Kamala, which is she's saying like Kamala is a communist. Okay, I was gonna say like when you make something sound harder than it actually is by like, you can say Kamala, but you're like Kamala.
think this is a gang rape of our nation. We are watching our country be gang raped.
Like, look into your heart. Okay, it's not a joke.
Look, you make a good point, but you
Yes, I
are
do.
wearing
I know
you're
it's a
wearing
good point. I'm pissed off right now.
a onesie that is a flag.
to
So
celebrate my
it does.
Because I like, because I'm about what I represent here.
Yeah, how'd you get your bike in?
Right over here.
What kind of bike best works for a futile attempt to thwart democracy?
I just
like
got
a
back from
He's
the
getting
store and
more
the cashier was
aggressive.
huffing all the coke.
He's
She was
getting
saying
more
things like
aggressive with
he's
them,
not
which is
going
weird.
anywhere and
Track
he's smarter
situation?
than everyone
That's
else.
just a weird question. I don't. Yeah.
The revolution will not be televised. They will also not be providing chairs, so bring your own.
Hey, there's chairs up there for everybody.
Great, thanks.
Pile it to chairs.
Planning ahead.
People are mad about it, and they came here to make a statement. I want to redo.
You want to redo?
I want to redo.
The good news is the
Chat, this is a
Constitution
puffin. I
has
am
set
kissing
aside
you.
a way to do a redo, and that's we'll just come back and do it again in 4 years.
I don't know.
As Chud.
I've never actually seen him fucking like. I've never seen him aggro like that before. He usually diffuses them.
As someone who was born in Alabama and raised Christian who hasn't been partaking in Christian media for years, it is insane to me to see some of these people in the bigger shows who I used to be spiritually moved by speaking this bullshit. These fucking hogs, dude.
What a bunch of Weasley little hoggers, dude. Wait, is this NBC? Where's the NBC one?
You did take of Joe Biden sitting next to President Obama holding a football. You posted this yesterday saying that in less than 24 hours, Joe Biden will take over control of the football. For people who don't fully understand what the football means, could you explain?
Oh my God, this cover. Oh, yikes. The nuclear football. That's what they're talking about. Ugh. Okay, they've officially run out of content. That's it. They've officially run out of content.
Ajahn,
It's done.
Pogo. Sorry, I've never got
It's done. It's a wrap. It's GG's, boys. Here, let's move on. Let's move on to bigger and better things here, folks. Like things that are actually important and good. Pokes take on the Hitman franchise.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you about the lockdown drill tomorrow. That's right, 900 hours.
This is so Hitman. Remember, everyone just starts talking about super private shit out of nowhere. Just
yeah, same code.
Yo, yeah, the bomb code.
9, 2, 7. Don't tell your mother, right?
See what
Okay, but remember, you need to activate the alarm on both floors.
I knew it. 6 to yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just.
Well, now I know, Poke. Spoiler alert. Look at Reddit. MAGA woman has breakdown over Biden. Yeah, we already watched it.
I want to remind you about.
I can't wait to play this game, dude. Simple with this insane flick.
Simple, big reposition.
I think we got to see that Simple shot again. That first one.
Yeah, was Elise jumping?
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. Nasty stuff, but Simple's gonna get himself. Oh! That is something special.
That's a headshot. How the fuck?
Nasty stuff, but
The first one is understandable, but
gonna get himself. Oh!
insanity, dude.
That is something
You are wrong
special.
about Hank Hill. He would have voted for Gary Johnson in 2016 and became part of the Lincoln Project in 2020.
There's a slow-mo in the chat. That's just luck. No, I don't know, man. Here's the slow-mo shot.
But instead falling Allen is taken aback, and Navi have taken this back. 11 rounds each, as this CT side looks stellar.
Bro,
and let's all...
You need a whole protractor to be able to figure out how many degrees this flick was.
Here it comes.
Through the wall.
Dude, I can't even see. Let's run that back. Vac band, baby.
Through the wall.
I don't even know how the fuck. I don't even understand it. Like, that's. That type of that shot is just insane.
Arjan? Counter-Strike when? Arjan?
The guys on the left, I know the guys on the left. You can't even see it in the periphery. I don't know how the fuck, like, it's too fast with a slow motion. Wasn't surprised to hear other people didn't have penis inspection day. What?
It's a thing in Swedish, and everyone and the kids were not dreading it. But
sorry to say that wasn't penis inspection day.
All right, here we go.
You were molested by the PE teacher.
That's not funny, but it's not also true. Wait. So I am actually surprised now. You don't have it? You don't have it in your country?
Wait, is he joking?
Like, I see a lot of question marks. It's
You had penis inspection day too? Wait, what? What the fuck? Wait, are y'all fucking joking? Is that like a real... It's a testicle check to make sure everything is normal? What?
Recommend.
No, the fuck, I did not have a penis inspection day.
Have you ever seen a therapist about this stuff with your mom?
Yeah, but that turned out really bad.
If I ask you questions about that, are we going to learn about bad boundaries more?
That situation, that was, wait, is that I think that's like the third therapist I've ever had in my entire life, and I didn't have a therapist for a very long time. But this guy actually tried to be sexual with me. That therapist.
I fucking knew it!
Yeah.
See?
How did you know that?
Because, like I said, if I ask you about this, are we going to run into another boundary conversation?
Yeah. But, like, how am I supposed to, like, do about that? Like, this is supposed to be a therapist? Like,
yeah, that's their problem, not yours. They're supposed to see that shit, recognize that they're going to feel all kinds of weird ways about you, and, like, restrain themselves. Turns out that you probably got a shitty therapist. So I'm strongly recommend, if you ever...
Jesus Christ. Former RT personality Ryan Haywood has been banned on Twitch. What is that? Hold on. Let's turn this off for a second. Let's take a look. Sort of Malicious Gaming? Who is that? Ryan the Wit? Wait, they've been banned off Twitter too. Oh, RT is Rooster Teeth. Bro, what the fuck? I was like, this guy's a Russia Today? Dude, my brain is... Dude, I don't have a good brain, okay? I don't have a good brain. I literally thought this was like a Russia Today guy that I hadn't heard of. Excuse me on why he doesn't like sad donations.
But sometimes it's just the timing, you know? Like, world record Minecraft! 16 minutes, 40 seconds! Bong! Hey man, dog died, fish died, cat died, mom died, train derailed, plane crashed, building, eviction. Fuck! Okay, dude! Motherfucker! Man, dude!
My therapist showed me a meme of a dog shitting in someone's mouth and it said CNN over the person's face.
That dono was the opposite of what... That dono was the opposite of what the fuck XQC was talking about. That's a great dono. Great dono. Damn, sorry that happened or didn't.
I'm a 6-month sub Hassan.
I mean,
but
it
I'm a
like
lifelong dom.
it fucks
I
up other
can't
people's
handle this
mood
cognitive
super
dissonance anymore,
hardcore.
Hassan. What should I do?
So I don't know how to deal with it either, because on the one hand I'm like, I want to be there, but also on the other hand I'm like, well, you know, you're kind of bumming everybody out.
Me, Arjan.
You know, harshing my millions, clout pout. I mean, look, brother, we're entertainers, okay? We're entertainers. And our number one goal here is to entertain. And when you're venting to a streamer, you're like fucking up. There's like 60,000 people in here. You start bringing up some really personal shit that happened to you, you're going to trigger other people's emotions as well. But I also understand the other side of it, which is like, you know, these people, a lot of people want to vent in here. They feel like this is a safe space to vent.
Hoping Dems defy my expectations and get shit done for once.
You're a long way from being an entertainer, Pepela. Good one, dude. I'm fucking owned, brother.
My family is alive and healthy, Purg. Pogo.
It's trying to control the room. It's an ego trip.
Thanks for being here for me right now, Hassan.
I actually have to leave a stream when people do sad donuts because it's too awkward.
Derailed on the way to my dad's funeral. Also, I died. Feels bad, man.
Okay, stop, bro. Come on. Can a streamer change a person's life?
My dog died,
I don't think
my mom
so.
died, my dad died, my uncle died, my house got destroyed.
What about Ludwig? Do you guys know this guy?
Smokes down. Oh yeah, I like him.
Oh, that guy's comedy.
Let's go!
What?
What about Ludwig? Do you guys know this guy?
Smokes down. Oh yeah, I like him.
Oh, that guy's comedy.
Let's go!
That guy's comedy? Oh.
That's right! That guy is comedy incarnate! They took a man and shoved his ass with comedy! Ha!
The reaction from randos playing Fortnite, if the same question was, what about Hassan, would be very different, I think. Papa Poppin learns the truth about Crumpet.
Little piece of incompatibility that I might have picked up on between the two of us.
What is that?
It's just that I think in terms of poles and holes, we might be a double flagpole, if you're catching my drift. I have a cock. I'm a boy.
Really? Awesome.
Yes. You're into that?
No.
Did you say awesome?
Awesome.
Yes. You're into that?
No.
That's perfect then! I will see you on our second date. Woo! I was so nervous. God, I was really... Little piece.
Awesome. That's fucking... that's hilarious, dude. S-Fan didn't have a boner cap.
Okay, you want me to explain it?
Explain.
Okay, it means you got boner when doing yoga, and people measured when you had boner, you got 8.1. So people are saying that you got 8.1, and then people KH just joked in a way, Ginny, you know how to turn on the 8.1.
I did not get a boner. It was, I'm telling you, it was like.
So I got the joke.
I didn't even know.
See?
No, I didn't even know that this was a thing.
Why
Apparently,
did you get a boner?
I didn't. It was just the angle of how it was like.
Another good poke clip from Hitman. Or here, watch
Propped
after.
up, like it just looked weird. What?
Damn, my man is stacked up, dude. He's got a beefy hog. Gotchi Hypers in the chat.
This isn't like the opener. This isn't like the bar. Oh, where's like a garbage? Oh shit. Well, let's double check no one's here.